Well, hello folks, welcome to this Burnley Beta Save. I'm the Custard Prophet. Welcome back to the channel. We're carrying on here, Season 3 with Burnley, and the challenge here is to try and get them into the European positions. We have been doing some good old-fashioned Christmas bottling, and I'm going to tell you all about it. Right then folks, well yes, first of all you can see we're sitting in 8th, a little way from Tottenham, who are one game ahead of us. We've got a game in hand over them, but we are 8 points behind them, and there's a reason for that. It's because we have dropped points that we should never have dropped in the last few games, and it's been frustrating, very frustrating. Let's have a look. So last time we were together, we were playing Tottenham. We were 2-0 up with, what have we got, 70 minutes to go, looking for all the world like we had this game. And then we gave up 3 goals in the last quarter of the game. Game completely turned on its head, and instead of getting 3 points, we got 0 points. And unfortunately, this rather annoying pattern has continued. So we then played Chelsea in the Cup, was not expecting much out of this game, and we played brilliantly. We took an early lead. McNeil, who has been outstanding on the right side, scored early. Lukaku quickly equalised, but then Josh Brownhill, an absolute corker from distance, made us 2-1, and we held Chelsea for ages after that. And we were looking good. We were looking like we might get ourselves a win in the FA Cup 4th round against Chelsea. But 88 minutes rolls along and the ball just deflects to Lukaku. He's in acres of space and just slots it in. It was a unlucky but I guess quite expected finish. I don't know whether the fact that now that's happened twice, 2 sets of late goals which have denied us wins, whether that's put something in the players' minds. I don't know if the game even does that, but it just continued to happen. The next one was worse. We played Brentford home. This wasn't the best we've ever played. Brentford aren't doing particularly brilliantly, but they're not terrible. We battled with them without them having really any highlights. We didn't have many either, but we had more shots than they did. We had a couple of highlights in addition to the penalty, which Liam Delap scored, and we were looking like we were going to just cruise in for the 3 points, and that would have put things on track. But no, the FM gods say no here. And right at the very death, 4 minutes added time. Yeah, their left winger runs down at us. He's got nothing to go at. We've pushed him out wide, which is what we want to. They've really got no one open in the box, so he kind of runs towards the goal along the byline, and he just shoots. There was no reason to shoot. It was such a narrow angle. There was no reason to shoot at all. But what happened was our defender put his leg out. The ball hit his leg. That then wrong-footed our goalkeeper, who then had to dive the other way, and the ball then just dropped in front of Mariano, who tapped it in from no distance without anyone next to him. So yeah, that was frustrating. That was really frustrating, but it was kind of forgotten about in the next game. You can see a 2-0 victory over Chelsea, beating them over 2 matches in the 4th round. Really happy with that. And Nketiah and McNeil, at this point we didn't have any issues at the end. We just rolled through and that was fine. So I thought maybe we've put all those issues to bed, but no, not at all. We then played Leeds at home. Dominant performance, 2-0 up. Nketiah, Arian B, and plenty more chances. Other than that, Leeds offered very, very little. And then 90 minutes rolls along. They had 2 highlights, scored with both of them, and yeah, that was frustrating. And then we followed that up with the game against Southampton, 19th in the league. We've already beaten them 3-1 in the away fixture a month or 2 ago. We were 1-0 up, looking really good, playing well. And Callum Wilson pops up in the 91st minute to score yet another late goal. We have conceded in the last 2 months 7 late goals out of these games. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of those goals, those were late goals, and then 2 of them were just normal time goals. So we have been through the mill, and then you come out of that, and then you've got Manchester City and Chelsea away. City battered us. You can see there Cancelo, Silva, Ruben Diaz, and De Bruyne all with goals. It may be a late goal there, but yeah, we'll ignore that. And then Chelsea, this wasn't at all as one-sided as 4-1 might suggest. They did go 2-0 up. We scored a late goal from McNeil. First late goal we've scored since December or January. So we have not scored in the last last 20 minutes of the game at all in any game other than this since one of the games in January. I think it's quite unbelievable, really. But then they scored 2 goals after us, so as we pushed, which you can kind of understand. We got pulled apart a little bit by Ziyech and Hudson-Odoi. They played well. They played certainly better than they did in the FA Cup matches we played earlier against them. I guess they got a little bit of a point to prove. So we're playing Norwich today, and it's kind of important because we're sitting here in this 8th place. We've got a game in hand over Tottenham, who are in the 7th place, which I think will be where the European place sits, and we are 8 points behind them. So win today, or get that game in hand back against them, we go back to 5 points, and that's kind of important. But you look behind us, Newcastle, West Ham catching us up. We are kind of given a chance to everyone behind us, and if we end up in the bottom half of the table, I'm going to be gutted. But this season, this is going to be the final season. If we don't make Europe, as much as I'm enjoying this save, I think we just need to draw a line under it at some point. So if we don't make Europe, that is a hard no. We won't do it. If we do make Europe somehow, then I'm open to your suggestions whether you want to see a season of Burnley in Europe. I don't think we got enough, but we're going to give it a damn good go. So the team we are going to be going with is as follows. We've got Nketiah, who's been really good actually in the last few seasons, last few games. He's got goals, and he's worth his position up there. We're going to be playing Delap on the left side with McNeil on the right. There's a whole bunch of people who can play on this left side. The back line, or the midfield, is going to be Sione, Gallagher and Longstaff. Gallagher has been really exceptional in there as well. He's a great player. And the back line, Taylor, Arian B, Rogani and Maitland-Niles with Bursic in goal. Maitland-Niles back from injury. I'm really, really hopeful we've got enough about ourselves today to take 3 points against Norwich, because if we have to stomach another late goal, that would be too much for me. Too much, folks. Let me know in the comments, if you had this issue with conceding late goals regularly, what do you do about it? Because we were having issues with the second half, and it's not so much even that anymore. It's right at the end of games we're just giving them up, and I know that's a thing that I guess in the psychology of the game that you sometimes see with relegation teams, where you just, or teams in relegation trouble who are struggling and just kind of, I don't know, tense up at the end and make silly mistakes. I don't know whether that's what we're doing, and if we are doing that, why are we doing that? Because we're not anywhere near relegation. Thoughts, comments would be nice. Right then, let's see how we do. It's been a difficult period, but I believe in this Burnley side. I think this is definitely the best side we've had, and I'm interested to see. I'd be really interested to see how far they could go. Delap's running on that. Wow, that's a big name. Oh, is this a highlight? Lorente at the back. Sorry, it seems a bit laggy. I seem to say this regularly. But we have won the ball there. Longstaff into Rogani. Gallagher is the source of most of the good things that happen. Delap, Taylor. It's Nketiah. And I was saying he's pretty good. 45 seconds is all it takes us to take the lead. I've seen this before, but let's believe, folks. You can critically appraise how I deal with being in front. Right, second highlight of the game. We're 18 minutes in. Ali B at the back. We're either going to be building this or we're going to lose it. But Gallagher's back there. He's done well. Sione, Longstaff, who's been a really nice He's done all right, Longstaff has, but we did lose it there. Digne, good signing for them, if it's Lucas Digne, but we've picked the ball up there. Arian B does well there to win it. Longstaff, can he find another decent ball? Doesn't. Maitland-Niles, another player I think he's done pretty well. Good signing. Gallagher, Sione, one of the non-British players, and Nketiah's through. Oh, he's gone wide. It's the wrong side of the post. That was a real chance again. My God, what a great start this has been. Right, let's see if we can nick the ball off them. It looks like it might be a Norwich highlight, though. Milivojevic, was that? I don't know. Guy with a long name. To Lorente, I can say that one. He's put it through. Johnston. And Bembo. And we have managed to pull that away, but it's a pretty terrible clearance. Lise Malou. We've pulled it. This is what we're doing quite well. Certainly in first halves of games. Sione. Through to Delap. Delap does well. It's Matty Longstaff. It's 2-0. Great stuff. This is counter-attacking football at its finest. My God, if games only lasted 45 minutes, we would be such a good side. Chance for Norwich, though. Ball's in. He's headed it well. Jalil, him. The Newcastle, ex-Newcastle lad. Well, half-time. Pretty pleased with that performance. Okay, it looks pretty similar in terms of chances, 8 to 7 shots, but XG wise we've certainly been better. They've been picking things up more recently, so we need to watch that. The likes of McNeil and Maitland-Niles looking tired on the right side, something else we'll need to watch out for. But I think we can encourage the boys, see if we can get something positive in the dressing room. Yeah, I like that. Find another gear if you can, and we'll go back out. And we'll just we'll keep doing what we're doing. We'll just keep an eye on their number of shots. Maybe go a bit more cautious if they're attacking a little bit more. Here's a highlight. We'll start with us. Gallagher to Maitland-Niles. Regani. He's just gone long with that. That's not what I like to see. But we have picked it up. Delap loses it. Come on. I thought we were going to get through there. Mbembo. What is going on? We've managed to keep that out. I don't like this. 55 minutes in, they are looking a lot more troublesome. But Delap's got it here. We're looking for more long balls, which sometimes is a bit of a worry. But Taylor's very good. Nketiah, 3. Surely 3 will be too much for them. And Gunn. He saves it well. So another good chance we've created there. I'm tempted to maybe look to take Maitland-Niles off. Just he's tiring a little bit. I'm worried whether substitutions are one of the issues. We've got 68 minutes. I think the sensible move is the one right in front of us there. Changing out McNeil, who's playing well for Kent. That does seem a good move. If it was Clark Kent, that would be even better, but he hasn't got his glasses. Now, there's no sign of anything going on at the minute, so maybe, fingers crossed, now you're watching, nothing will happen. 82 minutes on the clock. We've got a lot of tired legs in the centre of midfield. I feel we have to make a change there. And I think the change we're going to make is Jamie Sione is the man coming on. I'm also tempted. Delap's having a good game. Do we just go with that? There's a lot of tired legs out there. I think I need to watch this a little bit more. Highlight. My spidey senses detect something. Oh, it's Clark Kent. It's in. Ryan. Jesus. You just feel like Superman with that goal. Now that makes us feel a lot better. You're not seeing. You think, what's he going on about with all these late goals? Now, if we manage to bottle it from here, that may be even past my abilities. We're going to take Liam Delap off, and we're going to put Dan Juma on, who's not been a great acquisition. If I'm being completely honest, he's not been as good as he looked. But 88 minutes on the clock. Digne, Joelinton, and we've cleared it. Who's got it? It's Regani, Pepillo, and they've scored. Oh. We're going to just pull it back to a cautious approach. It's not going to ham. There's no way they can do it. It's impossible. I was saying it, but I didn't fully believe it. Yes, we get through that one 3-1, but another late goal conceded. I wasn't imagining it. I think actually you look at the XG, penalty aside, that's probably not a penalty, that glorious chance right at the start that Nketiah got aside. It probably quite similar in terms of XG. Maybe they even better maybe than us for the rest of the chances created, but we have finished them off. We played well, and we have picked up 3 points. That is awesome, and everyone looks happy with the result there. So what does that do? Not vast amounts. It does give us a nice little cushion ahead of Newcastle and West Ham. It pulls us 5 points behind Tottenham, and goal difference, they're not really pulling up trees there. Let's just have a little look at their end of season. They've got Zinedine Zidane in charge, and you can see they've had a pretty torrid run here, losing to Villa like 4,000 times, losing to Brighton, losing to West Ham. Jesus, now they've got Newcastle away. That's not straightforward. They've got Manchester City away. They've got Chelsea away. So you'd think they're probably going to be dropping points there. So yeah, they've got some games I might expect them to win. Some games they might not win. And it will be interesting to see how that all plays out. So what does that mean in terms of next episode? Because I did say originally we're going to come back for the final game of the season, and I think that might well depend on what this gap looks like, because I think this 7th place is definitely, unless the FA Cup goes somewhere random, I think it will definitely be what we have to get to. Now we're currently sitting a little bit outside of that. That's not terrible. It's not the worst thing in the world, but we do need to pick up some more points. We need Tottenham to lose some games. It's going to be a challenge to do that. It's not going to be impossible, but I think Tottenham are easily favourites to finish in that position compared to us. If we finish in 8th, I think I'd be pretty happy, because that would still be a huge improvement on last season, which was finishing in 10th, and this season has just felt so much better, so much more impressive. We've looked so good. Anyway, folks, if you've enjoyed that, and why wouldn't you? You got to see a bottle job that didn't happen. Please hit the like button. Please subscribe if you are new, and I'll see you for the next one. Goodbye.